Hello, spooky followers. My name is Indigo Grimm, here with a brand new spooky review. Today I'm going to be talking about creepypasta, but not just a creepypasta. This creepypasta, with no introduction, is called the one and only Puppeteer. Now, if you don't know who the Puppeteer is, I'll try to explain best I can. Okay? The puppeteer is a vengeful spirit who feeds off loneliness and depression. That he only targets the most emotional, fragile humans, and he uses them for his own gain and power. Basically, those who are lonely or depression or fighting depression, they have to deal with him, as that's the only one he mostly hunts. He will stalk them, stalk his victim for a certain period of time, slowly twisting his victim into believing that there is no way from escaping life's torment other than death. Also, dang, another manipulator. Great. Humans, be careful with this one. Now, the puppeteer, before he became who he is, he was actually a normal mortal named John Thor Black. Black? I think I'm saying his name wrong. I am so sorry. Basically, but what happened to him? Well, he had a worse, after a horrible breakup with his love of his life, and I get it. Having a horrible breakup is terrible. I mean, coming from me and my partner Mal, who also had a breakup since actually this is actually our second year breakup. No, first year. Actually, after we broke up with him. But we did fine, even though we had to take a year off our YouTube channel. Actually, for me, I did better than my partner, who actually gave up video games for one. She also tried to change everything on our channel, and also her background story and mine, even though mine was fine. So, yeah, she had it worse. But the good thing is we had friends, family to get her out of the slum, especially in a lot of cases. But for him, oh boy. Instead of that, he's especially trying to get some help. He locked himself in a secluded room, then he killed himself by hanging in a room alone for a few weeks until someone found his body. Yeah, that's not terrifying at all. Also, guys, if you have a horrible breakup, or just a breakup in general, this is not just for the ladies, this is all for the men. There's more to life than losing yourself into depression and loneliness. Hell, even though I'm already dead, Halloween spirit, but Mal, she has the worst after we broke up with him. Even though our breakup wasn't exactly horrible, but it did hurt a lot. But we had a lot of families that actually helped us, and friends outside of YouTube. Trust me. And we're back on the saddle, and better than ever. After all, trust me. But, back to Mr. Mr. Puppeteer here. So yes, after he died, yeah, he filled with rage, wrath, and rage, or anger, and that's in him. He transformed into a vicious spirit, and he renamed himself as the Puppeteer. Now, he mostly works behind the curtains and controlling humans with the same way someone would control the puppets would become his reason to exist. His strings, the golden strings that he have, or yellow, depend who's talking or sees him, is actually on his back or just in his fingers, depending who you're talking to. He can use them for killing his victim, who is completely under his control. Or he could use different ways. After all, he does manipulate people to do horrible things to each other. And again, I'm so sorry for this, but the word suicide is not my favorite taste in my own spiritual mouth. It just gave me a bad taste in my mouth. Ugh. But people, and don't get me wrong, depression is kind of hard to deal with, but there's many ways to counteract it, like a hobby, or friends or family. Do you think trust me? But if you're dealing with this with him, that's a different way. Now, he does have proxies, and don't worry, I'll be reviewing them each in turn. Basically, the proxy or unwilling proxy named Zachary and Mira. I'm hoping I'm saying your name right. Please forgive me. They're only used in a special occasion or when he needs a quick snack. Yeah, this dude literally used his own proxy as a quick food source if he does have anyone to torment. Kind of a bad way to control someone. Seriously, I would rather not deal with that. If he was my boss, if I was a proxy, even though he read my backstory as the one and only cult killer, that's what many people call me back then, I do not like being used. I still don't. And I'm still wondering why they are dealing with him like that, using them as his own food stores. Really? Fuck you. I mean, I literally, fuck you. Sorry. But they will seclude the victim in different ways to make the hunt much easier for the puppeteer. So yeah, even though this dude literally used his own proxy as a simple food source, but they still do his bidding? Come on! Give me a fucking break. He literally using you as his own food source. Seriously. Well, I can't exactly blame him either. He is a spirit. As a Halloween spirit, they can't exactly touch a spirit. Unless he could be in not transparent form. Just like me. But, again, I don't do that. I don't use proxies, friends, or family as a food source. No. Hell no. That's a big no-no for me. Sorry. I don't mean to growl. But my fucking gosh, this is just terrible as a boss. I think Slenderman does better of a job than keeping his proxies in line, in my opinion, than him. But enough of that. I do know one thing. If per se, you actually seen him. His outfit is basically not similar to his, well, similar to his human form, except more, different. A hoodie, a beanie, all gray and golden threads. Those threads he could use to kill. He's also a manipulator. Like I said, a lot of spirits actually do manipulate people. But as a researcher, part of me, of my spiritual gaze, he's actually, the reason why he became like this is wrath and anger or rage. Basically, he didn't have a choice. Some humans actually do have a choice, especially when it comes to certain situations here. But still, this ghost is not to be trifled with. And trust me, you could tell if you are manipulated by him. If you see a string, a golden string, or feel like that you're being lonely or depression, that's him trying to take control. So if I were you, if you know about this, the best bet is to not give in to his effects. Basically. And trust me, I know that's going to be tough, especially if you're dealing with depression, a long depression, but there's many ways to get out of it. Take a hobby, talk to your friends, go to a shrink, therapist, anything to get you off his eyes. Trust me. Unless you want to have one of those threads around your neck. And not in a good way either. And yes, I do know that people like getting strangled. Not for me. Seriously, not for me. Ugh. Also, don't be dirty. Trust me, do not be dirty, because this thing, this this vengeful ghost is not here to pleasure you. No, he wants to feed off your loneliness and depression. Or he just wants to say, fuck you, I'm going to kill you now. Trust me. If I were you, be careful with strings, because especially golden or yellow strings, because you don't know if it's actually him or not. Okay? But I will say this. The Puppeteer is actually pretty unique. Vicious ghosts to talk about. After all, I am a Halloween spirit after all. Hell, I actually fed off some of the fear from this creepypasta a long time ago. And I think I still have some bottles left. In my collection. I might have to check that out. Bad news is, there's so many bottles that I kept full of fear. But if I were you, keep an eye on some strings, because you don't know if they're attached to you or not. I better get going. I got another spooky review or music review to do soon. So until then, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay spooky.